Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your man, Mike P. Full circle. After a long series of events, Chloe. Full circle. After a long series of events or changes, the same situation. Stop. After a long series of events or changes, the same situation that you started with still exists. And yes, Euphoria, 616, Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us still stand. Nothing about those records have been altered in any way since I decided to dive into almost every project that Kendrick Lamar has crafted, yet something about those records are now different to me. I hear the person behind the songs now. The blueprint that Kendrick has followed his entire career etched into every diss track. And to wrap up this series that have brought me closer to music than I have been in years, it's only right that we revisited the songs that sparked my interest to find out just who Kendrick Lamar is in the first place. If you weren't here to vote last night on stream, the next artist that we are diving into is Ab-Soul, followed by a skimming of every TDE artist. Vince Staples also drops a new album on Friday, and I hope you guys are in the stream for that one. I'll see you tonight as we start our Ab-Soul journey, but until then, here's a video of me completing the Kendrick Lamar cycle. Where we started and what I think of these songs. Where we started and what I think of these songs now. Enjoy the video.
Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar.
This is like the first thing that like sticks out to me is like, I had no idea who this guy was. Like, bro, Drake had to have done the same thing, right? No way does Drake know Kendrick's body of work. I mean, he's so famous and he's so like, he's such a big person. I'm sure he never sat down and listened to this, right? Oh my God. Every time I hear this, it's like the first time.
Rap or talk about guns, then somebody died. They turn.
Hey! First thing I'm catching off the back of my head, first thing I'm thinking of when I hear this buildup, I think of when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I was saying at this point in the song, like he's not getting at him yet. Like, where are the disses? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the punches? You know what I'm saying? And then I hear the projects and I hear how much he connects everything and how every single line determines the next one. Now I see this so much different.
The very first time I shot me a Drake,
the homie that told me to aim it this way, I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. That is so.
That they done to make somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nickel make Pac turn in his grave.
That line right there hits a completely different way after To Pimp a Butterfly. Listening to Pimp a Butterfly and then the origin behind the Pac interview and how he got the Pac interview, I now look at that line completely different. I could hear the like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could hear he's not lying. I would rather pay double the fucking shit to get that off your fucking finger. Now I see, oh my God, we're crushing Toronto, 220-92. Optics about to win the fucking major. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Who the greatest is always been
about to do it.
Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sleep. If I catch flight, it's gonna be
let's
direct.
fucking go, baby.
Confused himself with real women. Then notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
Man, you know, it's like I said this when we listened to we had a stream where we listened to every single diss track and we ranked the tracks. I think I made a video on it on my YouTube. Euphoria, out of all, 8 push-ups, Euphoria, 616, Tailor Made, Meet the Grams, Family Matters, Heart Part 6, Not Like Us. Best track. There's a reason for that. Like every project that we listened to over the last week and a half answered that question for me. Like, why was Kendrick's first track the best track out of all of them? It was finally doing what he clearly, over the course of 13 years, was dying to do. Drake was sending subs, Kendrick was sending subs. And every sub that Kendrick sent, he was probably praying that Drake finally did something worth actually calling him out on his name in like that, where he goes, fuck the subs, first person shooter, now it's over. Euphoria was like everyone standing back and looking at Kendrick and going, all right, fight's on. What do you got? Euphoria is the, what do I have? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though, like, you know, psst, that's something you don't want to do. You know, there's a difference between writing things to write them and then actually meaning what you say. Listening to this now, it's the first time I actually like believed what he said. That's something you don't want to do, because that's the equivalent in battle rap. I don't know if you guys watch battle rap. I know some of you do. That's the equivalent of when the guy spits like a good round and he goes, that ain't even my best round. Scranton City gifted 5 subs, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody hop on that train. Hop on the train, jump on the pole, and get a sneak dick. Like, that's like when a rapper spits a fire round, right? And then he ends the round. He's like, that ain't even my best neither. It's like you just have to say that. You know what I mean? That's my lightest round. That's my lightest. When you know he just tried as much as he possibly could, and he's losing the next 2. That little psst, that's something you don't want to do, is sadistic. Don't do it. I believed it now. Now, hearing it now, I believed it. Oh, I know I'm going to listen to this so different. I just hear the connections now. Like, dude, I could already hear 616 in LA being connected to you for, like, they're finally, everything's connected. Everything is just bam. Bam, all connected.
I discover myself when I fall short, raise my hands to a falling.
Do you understand how good those 4 bars are? Does anyone understand how incredible those 4 bars are, man? My confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I find myself when things fall short, like, oh my God. Just incredible. There's no bar, there's no double, there's no like triple, just like, God, my confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I find myself when things fall short. Like, do you understand the depth to that, dude? Like, he kind of treated this diss, like this beef back and forth, kind of like an album. One of the things I'm now that I'm revisiting Meet the Grams, right? One thing that I saw, like, that was all over Twitter, and what a lot of people tried to say is that Drake outbarred Kendrick, right? There were a lot of people that said, how could you give Kendrick the win when Drake had better like doubles and better bars and better this and better that? There is more impact. If anybody, once again, I'm so sorry I keep stopping Meet the Grams, but we're not on a time constraint. If anybody in battle rap, any battle rap fans here, right? What are the best rounds in the history of battle rap? Let's start with a random one. Mike P's second verse Danny Myers. Honestly, the greatest round I've ever heard in my life personally. Lux's third verse Cal. Verb's third verse Hitman. Every real talk round, every greatest round you've ever heard in battle rap history has been a straightforward, real talk round. That applies to rap music as well. When it comes down to beef, it is not time for the talent show. It is not time for a talent show. It is not time for who can twist words better, who can do better double entendres, who can hide their bars. And in hearing all of Kendrick's projects, Meet the Grams, Euphoria, and 616, besides the first half of 616, the most simplistic I've ever heard Kendrick. After spending a week and a half listening to Kendrick's projects, these diss tracks are some of the more basic and simplistic records that I've heard from him, which just goes to show how much he understood the assignment. There is no time for a talent show. There is no space for wit. There is no room to be clever. I have something that needs to be said to you, and I need to say it. Once again, like, I truly am looking at these records different, and I'm glad that we are coming full circle because I am looking at these records completely different. Completely
You just said
different.
your niece. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name.
I believe that. When Kendrick just said, I believe that. After listening to all his projects, I truly believe that Kendrick would have kept it not personal. And after listening to his projects, I believe it because he doesn't need it. Kendrick does not need to say that your mother sucks toes. Kendrick doesn't need to say that you fucked your cousin. He does not need to say that. I truly believe that if Drake and honestly, if Drake had kept it non-personal, I truly believe Kendrick wouldn't have done this. With that being said, thank you, Drake.
Offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
That track could be placed in the middle of Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Mr. Morale. He turned Drake into one of his concept songs. He turned Drake into a concept song that if somebody told you this wasn't about Drake and was a part of Good Kid, Mad City, or you threw it into Pimp a Butter, bro, I swear to God, the realization of what this motherfucker does might make me cry without even having to play a song. I could feel the intention, bro. I could feel the intention. I could feel it's like, you know what, bro, this is a song unlike anything that I had to do, but I'm going to do the same fucking thing I do in my albums to this motherfucker. The same thing that I do and the same thing that I'm known for and the same way that I could create art. I'm not changing gears. I'm going to do the same shit. I'm going to just apply it to some real shit. Meet the Grams is such a stronger record now, because it sounds like everything that he does in trying to deliver a message, except this time it was a message to somebody. Message after message after message in Good Kid, Mad City, message after message after message in To Pimp a Butterfly, message after message in Mr. Morale, Untitled Unmastered, Damn, message after message after message. But when it came time to having to deliver somebody a message, he kept it tall. He kept it same. He didn't change. He didn't change. Fuck, man. I just can't, I don't even know what to do.
Mustard on the beat, ho, Depot, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call out Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? Know why?
It's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up to Pac. Oh, that just hits so fucking different, bro. That hits so fucking different. That hits so fucking different. That's a sneak dick right there. I'm almost upset, man. I'm almost upset. I feel like I gave up on music a really long time ago as far as music doing something for me. Music was a huge aid in a lot of things that I went through in my life early and even in my teenage years. I bounced around a lot as a kid. My mother always struggled and we lived dude, if anyone lived in Long Island, bro, I lived in 7 towns around Long Island before I even got to 7th grade. I was so used to being the new kid and getting friends and then losing them. And then, going to another town, new kid, you hold on to somebody and then you lose them. My mom's struggling and all this shit. Music was always brother, you talking even, and not just rap, bro, a System of a Down takes me back to, music being my therapy. Blink 182 takes me back to music being my therapy. And then obviously Tupac and DMX and Eminem and all these things that just, I used it as therapy. And lately for years, 4 years, I just used music as something to put in my car. And I kind of feel like I fell out with music, bro. This Kendrick Lamar beef with Drake, dude, brought me back to music in a completely different way. And Kendrick brought me back into music. I can't tell you a song that I've heard in years that made me upset or made me think about life or made me question things. And I think I cried 2 or 3 times to Kendrick Lamar's music because It's just the embodiment of what it is supposed to be. But it just took me back. Like, you know, like, even if I'm not dealing with something now, and I always do, there's always a problem. We all have issues. We all have stuff that we deal with on a daily basis. But man, it's like Kendrick has helped me deal with things that I didn't think music could help anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's a sadness in ending this rabbit hole with Kendrick. I'm excited to get into other artists, but you know, I know this isn't the last time I'm going to listen to Kendrick. Kendrick has officially been added to my playlist, and throughout the next year or so, I'm going to be learning more about, you know, Good Kid, Mad City, and I'll one day sit down and smoke a blunt to Pimp a Butterfly again, and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, especially Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, because that was something that I saw was like a really shit on like album. I thought it was great. Emam, thank you for the 8, dude. He is, but he is not your savior, right? And dude, I mean, there's even a message in that, man. Take from him what you can, but do not rely on him. That's life lessons, bro. It's all up to you. How you wake up, how you go about your day, the decisions that you make, it's all up to you. Don't depend on other people, no matter who you think they are. And that's a dope thing that Kendrick kind of left me with too. It's like, I looked at him and I look at him kind of not as a savior, but like a, wow, man, you really helped me, bro. And then, yeah, the Pac comparisons. I mean, Pac helped me. Kendrick helped me. But it's like, you still got to continue. You still got to do what you got to do.